again, everyone. Welcome to Jacksman TV. I'm Ed Holgren. Now, get a lot of questions when growing a beard out, and which is great because, I mean, who doesn't like to talk about his own face? Anyway, one of the top questions is, how do I grow a big beard? Well, there's a few answers to that. Top answer is patience. Got to have patience. And then there's hydration, and then there's nutrition. And that's what we're going to talk about. That's what we're going to get into. So let's go check out what good nutrition is. Let's go. Welcome again, everyone. Hey, so we were talking about nutrition, good nutrition, and beard. So what is good nutrition? Well, that really depends a lot on who you ask. So might be what's good for somebody might be not so good for somebody else. But for me, oftentimes good nutrition starts with cast iron. Yeah, baby. Let's see what we got going on. So what I've done here is I got this nice little pork sirloin roast. It's perfect, meaty. What I've done is in a bag, I mixed some sugar and some salt, some cinnamon, cardamom. What else do we have in there? Black pepper. Anyway, mix that all up in a bag and let that roast sit overnight. So it's good and spiced up. That's what this is called, is cast iron pork spice roast. So got that ready to go, getting the cast iron heated up. We're about ready to brown it up. And so I like to cook with coconut oil. There's our roast. Oil's all heated up. Oh, a couple spices that I forgot to mention is we've got cumin and coriander, and those are a must for this recipe. So anyway, I think our oil's hot. Let's just drop this baby right on in there. Get it browning. Actually, this is called a braised spice pork roast. So that means we are going to braise it while this is browning. We got to get our braising liquid, which is, of course, beer. The thing about beer, and this adds to the nutrition, because everything is about nutrition, like we were talking about, and I mean, just look at that. Look at that. That shows that I eat well. So is this. I eat well. Anyway, but what I think is the best drink of beer is the first draw of a cold bottle. And then the rest will go into the roast for the braising. Okay, look at that, baby. Yes, sir. Pour our beer in there. That's about enough, I think. Now let's put the lid on, and it goes into the oven for about 3-4 hours. Now, I can't stress enough the importance of good nutrition and healthy beard growth. Now, with that being said, just like everything else in life, balance is key. Now, you can't just have a big old hunk of meat. You gotta balance it out with something. And typically, this dish that we're putting together right now, something we like to do in the fall and wintertime. What pairs really nice with it is a rustic carrot dish that we do, of course, in the cast iron, and you mix it with some maple candied pecans, and then a little splash of balsamic vinegar. It is out of this world. But it's August, and right up the street, of course, we have corn on the cob. This is some of the best corn on the cob I have ever had in my life. It grows right up here on 2nd Street. If you're in East Wenatchee, go check them out. It is the best corn I've ever had. So we will do that, and that will pair nicely with it for it being summertime. But also, what we have, you can't go wrong here. And what's gonna balance this out, of course, is some potatoes. Meat and potatoes, baby. Whoops, meat and potatoes. So we will just mash these, boil them and mash them. And that braising liquid with the beer, that will turn into some of the richest, most flavorful gravy you've ever had. So check it out. Now here, about 4 hours later, this was going to be the big reveal, the roast coming out of the oven. But we had a few technical difficulties with the camera, and I don't want to mention any names because I don't want Rhonda to be embarrassed or anything, but we'll figure it out. Okay, we got our braising liquid. Bring that back to a boil. We've got our cornstarch mixture going in there to thicken it up. Whisk that about. This gravy is so rich, so good. A couple of things we like to add, make it even better. It's a nice big blob of cilantro. Better turn that down a bit. Get that going, and we'll add some cilantro on top of it when it's done. A little bit more. And then just a couple splashes of some red wine vinegar. Now here you have your shredded goodness. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. And over here, we have our gravy. I did put a little bit of gravy on there to just enhance it. But let's get these plates loaded up because we're ready. Okay, look at that. We are talking nutrition, baby. That's what it's all about. That is so good. You have no idea how good that is until you try it. And I'm telling you, it helps. The fresh corn on the cob. Like I was saying, it is the best corn I've ever had in my life. But we're talking about balance, right? So when we get done here, got the perfect balance to round out this meal a little bit later. Hang on. So that spiced pork was just awesome and nutritional. But like I promised you, we had something to round out that nutritional dinner for the beard growth, and that is, of course, our peach pie. Yes, this peach pie that we made yesterday from the peaches grown in our own backyard. So what's better than that than homemade peach pie? Life is good at Jacksman TV. Thanks for joining us.